Well, hello and welcome back. A warm welcome from me and a big thank you for all of the new and seasoned subscribers. I hope you guys are having fun with December dailies. This is day 23 and our words or prompts are pickle, Kwanzaa, and ice skate. And I could not find a pickle to save my soul, and I didn't really want to go print one out, so we're just going to buy it, bypass it, and maybe I'll find a pickle sometime and I can add like a little, I was like, oh, maybe I have a pickle charm or something, but I didn't. So we're winging it. So we will focus on Kwanzaa and ice skate, which I already did some of the work, but then we're going to do another little project with some more glassine bags. Not the same thing that we did yesterday, but something a little different. And I forgot to show you, day 21 was snow, chimney, and I had a wild card, which I didn't exercise, but we made this little shaker. I believe these are from KB and Friends, the digital. This is from an old reader. One of my viewers asked what book it was from, and I'm like, I don't know. An old one, like from the early 60s. And then we also made these cute little Rolodex kind of envelope folds. So I showed you how to do those. So if you want to hop on over and check those out, oops, you can do that as well. And then yesterday we made some glassine bags, and I don't know where I got them, like AliExpress maybe. I don't ever order from there, but I did. And there were some Tim Holtz things. Yeah, they're printed backwards, so just beware. You know, go with the real deal. It was kind of weird. But then we did this where we just added a little color to it. We made some more cards. These are all going to go in my cookbook, my Christmas cookbook. And then this is what I had done off camera. I had some of these little pieces already, so I just stuck those in. This was what we used for the Rolodex, but this was just the ice, snow, chimney, and wild card. So I used the ice thing. So nothing exciting for this one. Very simple. I just added a little pocket here, and then all of these goodies that I thought we could add to the cookbook journal. So I'm putting that in my cookbook journal pile. But today, what I wanted to do, so here's what I had already done. I did the Baby It's Cold Outside with the ice skates and the Kwanzaa, which starts on December 26th and goes through January 1st. Now, this was actually a menorah, and it has 9 candles on it, and Kwanzaa has 7. So I had to cover up a couple of those, but the each night during Kwanzaa, there's 7 principles, and each night you light a candle, and that is the whole premise. And I don't remember, I think there's one like hope. For those of you who celebrate Kwanzaa, help me out, but I did used to know a lot of them, but I don't anymore. So we'll put this in our Rolodex. I'm going to actually pop that over there too. Some of these, as you know, are getting used in certain projects that I'm working on now. But we have this that we made. I loved this. This is from a 70s magazine, and I loved the 2 littles and the bright colors, so I used this. This is from that same old, oh, hey, here we go. 1956 edition, and it's called The New More Friends and Neighbors. Well, there we go. 1956. It's older than I thought. So I put that on there and did a little bit at the bottom. And then I had made this because I thought, well, maybe I'll use it, but I used the whole page and it's too big. And I thought this would be kind of cute because it says, when the sky is clear and the air is brisk, gather friends for an outdoor skating party. After the invigorating fun, invite everyone in by the fire for these simple to make, warm me up, quick appetite pleasers. So it doesn't really go, I didn't want to lose their skates, and it doesn't really go quite well. So what I thought we would do, let me grab them, for our Rolodex, I thought what I would do is use these paint chips. They are almost the perfect size, but we'll go ahead and make them into a paint chip, or into a Rolodex card. Yep, I'm punching both of those together. And then I thought perhaps, I don't know how, if it will fit at all, but maybe. So maybe let's do this. Let's back this. Let's just glue this all together. You know what? We're going to glue it and make it into a pocket. We are. Because we can. And it will be cute. And I don't even know that those words will fit on there at all, but it's okay if it doesn't. Oops. My coffee's right here, and I'm pretty sure that this little thing went into my coffee. Oh, well. There we go. Now we have a pocket that we can put something in. But we could put skating party there. This is just not going to work, so we're just not going to use it. But do we want, we could put it here, or let's just put this on here because it's cute. And then we can always fill it with something else, and we can add it as a little dangle on the side of that, or we can use it separate. And then I think for this, we should make it into something. Let's see. Let's see if I just have a scrap piece of paper. Ooh. Let's do it on, no. That's perfect size, but it's not a very good one. What else do we have? Oh, here, we have this. Me. Okay. I'm digging in my scraps. Hang on. I gotta have something. Here. That will work. Let's just make it into, we'll just tear it into a tag, because it's already kind of ripped. Oh, man. Angela, can I rip this down a little bit more? I think I can. Oh, barely. We can cut that off when we're doing it sideways. I always think of, I always think of Julie at Camilla Craft Designs, because she always says she likes things, you know, up and down, vertical or horizontal, and I make things wonky like that all the time, and I always think of her like she's probably going, oh my goodness, how could you do that? But, you know, it's very similar to like interior design. So there's, you know, if you like it symmetrical or asymmetrical, and everything that I do is pretty much asymmetrical. Like symmetrical would be, think about your mantle, or, you know, some kind of display piece in your house. So do you feel like you need to have things equal, symmetrical? So maybe one candlestick holder on one side, one on the other, so they're equal, and maybe some garland in between. That's symmetrical. I do not. I'm like, nope. I like maybe 3 things on one side, 2 on the other. I do tend to do like, you know, a series of 5, but mine's usually all off balance. And you know what? I kind of like, I'm going to leave this just like it is, because honestly, this is just kind of like a natural pocket. So we could use it as a pocket too. So we're just going to leave it. So now we have a little pocket that we can use here. We can use this here. We could use these in, you know, truly in that cookbook journal, because we got skating party menus. This we can just use as another piece. Do I have anything? Oh, I have this one last piece. That's pretty. I kind of like maybe leaving all of that and making this into a big tag. Let's do it. I mean, you know, it's not often that you get to use the front of your book. Well, I'm glad that I realized that that was the front page. And now I hope that she watches this video so she can see. Or I can go back. I can go back and comment again and say, hey, I found it. This isn't working so well, but I like it kind of. This next project we're going to do, I don't know. I'm winging it. What's new? It's the story of my life. Oh, that's cute too. Which side do we like better? I think we need some sledding because we got some skating going on. We just need some sledding. When the kids were little, our house sat on top of a hill, and then it went down this huge hill, and then there was a creek with a bridge, and it was the place to sled because it was a huge hill. So we had so much fun with those kiddos. I'm going to cut this over here. And I have hundreds of pictures of us sledding down that hill. And it was so much fun, and tubing, and yeah, we got lots. Okay, where is my little... Okay, how do I lose that in just one video? I'm making a mess. I'm looking for my card that I use for cutting my corners. I don't know. We're winging it again. I don't like to do it this way, but I will. And because I've been doing so many of the larger books and binders, these big cards, I realize historically I haven't always done that, and so most of my ephemera is for like little golden books or books that are much smaller than that. So I'm not going to put a ribbon on that. I'm not even going to put a hole in that until we decide where we're going to want to use it. I should have cut this down in advance, but oh well. All right, so those are all done. Now here was my thought. So my sister-in-law sent Dave this sweet little care package, and in it was, one of them had tons of pictures, which I got a kick out of him when he was little. And so this was one of the things that had goodies in it. And so I thought I put this behind here because my thought was we could cover this here, okay, with my leftovers, because I know it's not perfect, because I have this that I thought we would just put right on here and glue that baby on, and then I can just kind of cut that out. And then I can put in, maybe one of these. So it makes for a humongo pocket in one of those big journals. And we're reusing. So that's what we're going to do. Now for this, I am going to use my glue stick. And then I'm going to come back just in the corners and around that little hole that I punched in advance. I just pulled these little prongs up and then just kind of gently marked it, and then I just punched a hole in it, which I ripped a little bit, but that's okay. And so I'm just putting a little bit around the top just to secure it. Oh, I got ink all over me. Oh, and I figured out the mystery of what, I was like, what is he doing up there, Dave? It sounded like he was drilling something, and I'm like, I don't know what that could be. Shoot. That wasn't smart. I should have put this other one down. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this quick. I'm going to get the glue off of it, even though it's going to be all over my hands. I'm grabbing another wipe. And then we'll go ahead and glue this in there. And he was making his smoothie. But it sounded like we have one of those. It's a Ninja. And, you know, it does a... It's like a blender, but then it also does like... you can mix bread, dough, that kind of thing in it. And then it has a single serve. So you just put like you fill up your little tumbler, if you will, with all of your goodness. And then you just do the single serve. But man, that thing is loud. I guess I've never been down here when he's done that. I've always been upstairs, so it sounds totally different. It really sounded like he decided to work on a home improvement project, which I didn't think that that was the case, but, you know, you never know. I'm going to leave that at the bottom. Now, here is where it might be a little tricky. We'll see. I'm going to use my small scissors. To trim all this up. So you can kind of see it. You see it? Probably not. It's not quite. I can see it. This is difficult. It's not that straight. What I should have done is maybe use my X-Acto knife, but it'd be okay. Let's do a little bit of this. But I like how this is all covered. That's a little rough, but it is all covered. It is all glued down, so that's good. And then let's use choose one of these just to reinforce it. Oops, it didn't pop out. Okay, and then we need to pop this hole in here. Look at that, that's off. That's weird. That wasn't me. Now, what I didn't do is do the backside, but my thought was this probably isn't even going to get used like that, and I will probably put the whole thing. Yeah, see, this needs to be. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. So let's put another reinforcer there. And then I'll probably just glue that on, and that'll be a pocket. Because we're going to want to get the stuff out, right? So no sense in doing the back of it. All right, there we go. Now we can just pop this in like that. And load it up. This one, I think it's too big. Oh, it actually fits. We'll just put it all together for the time being. Put that in there. Make sure it doesn't fall. This one there. And this one will not fit. But we got it done. Okay. This is going back in the scraps. And now let's play a little bit with some more of these glassine bags. Because I found, I was going through some of these napkins that were already taken apart. Okay, so I thought we would just put these on here. Now, I had one like this, so let's just save that one and we'll see. So I've got these that are already done, and I thought, well, why not have a little fun with it? Now, this has little dots on it, and this has little hearts on it. Let's use this one, just because I didn't use it in the last video. I'm going to put it on this side so that if somebody wanted to not glue it into their project, they could just leave it. Someone being myself. All right, so all I'm going to do, first of all, is move all this stuff out of the way. And I think I don't want this to go. I'm going to leave because I already cut, you know, with the pinking shears. I'm going to not go all the way up to the top because that will just be a nightmare and I don't want to have to cut it again. So the way I'm doing this, you could also use, I have a silicone brush. It also works just as well, but I had this out, so we're going to use it. I'm not working fast enough here. All right, let's gently put this on here. I'm going to balance that. I do want to make sure. I'm just going to. All right, now, here's what I'm going to do before I do anything else. Where's that? This is all the way to the bottom. Oops, I just ripped it. Of course I did. So we're just going to go along here. This is just my water brush that, there it goes. My water brush is in my traveling crafter bag from when I was in Omaha. So I need to go get that out, but paintbrush works just as well. And all I'm doing is just wetting it so it kind of has a, yikes, oops, I almost dumped that in the raggedy edge. Oh, that didn't. And then I'm going to glue down more on the top so it keeps it stable. Come on, little dear. Your little booty needs to get off of here. We kind of cut him off, but that's okay. He's just peeking. All right. I got a little glue on there. So now we're just going to seal this up and let it sit. And then I can get off. If I want to take some of that fringy piece off after it's all dry, I can do that. Now, this Mod Podge that I'm using is matte finish. I did do some last year with the glossy, and I did not like it. So, my preference, I mean, you know, you may. I just didn't like how it looked. And see, as you can tell, where that wasn't quite glued down, it now is, so. Because it's going right through it. And there may be some wrinkles. If you don't like wrinkles, you can, you know, keep working with it and getting them out. I like it. I think it gives it texture. That's super cute. All right. Set that aside. We may use this for, let's see, Sunday, which is the 27th day, and it's Cold Cheer and Memories from Yesteryear. So we're kind of combining, maybe making use of some of these. Now, this little guy is not going to fit entirely you know, I can't fit that whole, it's not the same size. But what I think is it'd be cute to go around him and just use him as the image. So let's do that. There's glue on here because I stuck the glue. Can't take me anywhere. So we're just going to go around. I like, this is why I like my, I can't see. Okay. I'm just going to use this to kind of pull that off. Just want to make sure we get all the red off, so I'll probably have to come back around with that. And it's so fragile that, you know, it doesn't take a whole heck of a lot to get it off there. But sometimes it just is more precise if you use that. Okay, let's do, just want to get that little bit off of there. Come on. There we go. All right. Gently pull this up. I think that's going to be cute on there. All right, so just get our glue. And I'm not sure exactly how much space this will take up, so we'll just kind of do it in the center, and then if we need to, we can adjust. But that should, his little beard and everything should kind of blend in. Well, we got blue on there. What happened? Huh. There's still some green. I need to stop messing with it because I'm making it worse. I'm not sure where that blue came from. Huh, that's interesting. So I'm just going to leave this. Yes, I know there's a little bit hanging over the side, but until it's dry, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And I'll probably put a sentiment or something down there because apparently I thought I got all the orange and I didn't. Where is that blue coming from? You guys are probably all looking going, well, it's coming from here, Angela. Duh. And I try to do this like a little bit this way. This is very gentle. It's glitter, it looks like. Oh, I like that with it just all kind of blendy right into it. Now, the thing I did is I put it on the wrong side, but that's okay. Okay. Well, let's do this big guy. Now, let's see how he'll, oh yeah. And I think for this one, I'm just going to put him on here, and then when it's all dry, then I'll take off the excess. So that might be just a little bit smarter on my part. So we're going to get, and again, I don't want to go up to the, where I use the pinking shears. Just because, you know, save myself some headache. I have all kinds of Christmas napkins that I should have probably grabbed up, but I'm like, these were already done. They were already pulled apart. I might have used them before. I don't know. So, okay. Santa. I'm just going to gently push that down, and then we're going to cover this up, and then I will take it off after it's completely dry. I'll go around the edges. All right. Oh, I was going to turn, thank you. I was going to turn that on and I forgot. Yes. Thank you. Landon has like a space heater that he keeps in his room. Although he likes it pretty cold in his room, and he, you know, it's in the basement. And of course he's in school. So it's kind of chilly down here the other day. And I hate turning up the heat because, you know, obviously heat rises. We're in the basement, and so it's always cooler down here, but then it gets so hot in, like, especially in Demi's room, which is on the 3rd floor, or, you know, the 2nd floor, but so if we turn that on, it's not quite so bad. That's super cute. I like that Santa. Now we have one more left. And, you know, I kind of want to, let's make sure we get this on the right side. I think I kind of just want her on there. I mean, we'll get a little bit of the ribbon, but let's see what it looks like. We just kind of get her on there. And we'll do the same thing. We'll just let it. Well, on this one, we've got enough space. But I might be able to just do it while it's drying. It might, you know, it's just going to give it a different look. Okay, so. That's cute, but I want you guys to see this one, so I might go around it. Let's go around it first. Hang on. Okay, we know. Okay. Where's the bottom here? Down here? And then I can go back with the rest of it. Let's just turn it over. That way you can see it better. And quite frankly, I can too. All right. What do we got going on for tomorrow? Candle, nutcracker, and what's the last one? Winter solstice. Just going to take that off right there. Man, this paintbrush has seen its better days, that's for sure. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. All right, that's good enough, I think. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, see, that's cute. Just with her. All right, let's glue it up. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Just because I'm going to find a piece of scrap. There we go. That way it won't get stuck. And I can get all the little pieces off later. I like that with just her. Super, super cute. Quick, easy, simple. I just used up all of my already torn apart little glassine bags, and we still have all of these that we can play with at another time. So friends, with that, let me just clean this off here. We will call this a video, and we will see you next time where we're going to work on candle, nutcracker, and solstice. And I think I have a cool project that we're going to use for that using envelopes. So tune in tomorrow. Until then, friends, remember to take time to just be, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.